Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Now celebrating 17 years of broadcasting success, here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
And welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again, both for our radio audience here in Mississippi at WYAD 94.1 FM. We appreciate you guys being on with us. Also, those tuning in through our online affiliates, thanks to our friends at iHeartRadio and Amazon Music Podcast. We're glad you all could be with us as well. Well, I think all of us, after this past year, we're ready to just do anything. And for a lot of us, that means we'll be getting outside, and some of us will be visiting national parks. I know that I will be doing that this year. But if you're looking for the perfect places to go, National Geographic has you covered. They have the second edition of their book, Secrets of the National Park, that's out now, as well as their guide to the national parks. Here to talk to us about it, we're excited to welcome back Senior Editor Allyson Johnson to our program. Allyson, thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Well, I know that you've been really talking about Nat Geo's new campaign, which is Get Outside, and you guys are perfect for telling us the great places to go to and even showing us some great shots and aerials of that. What has it been like for you, Allyson, to see the way that people have been turning to Nat Geo for information on where to go?
You know, it's been really exciting for us, and I think, like you said, people are just anxious to get outside and do something after the year that we've had, and there's so much to explore in our own backyards. So watching everyone come to National Geographic to see what they can do in their national and even state parks has been truly incredible to see people really exploring the outdoor spaces all around them. And we have so much information to offer everyone on where to go and what to do.
And I think that is so cool. And that's one of the things, we love about National Geographic. Not only, of course, the great photos and captions you guys were able to give us, but also the information as well. So, Allyson, I had a couple questions for you for our audience. One of them, though, is about the planning, right? I mean, since we all want to do this, how far in advance should we be planning when it comes to making a trip to a national park?
I think it really depends on what you're looking for. If you want a quick escape and there's a national park nearby, you really only need a day or two to figure out what is it you want to do. Is it the perfect hiking trail? Do you want to find the best scenic overlook? Do you want to go bird watching? And we can guide you in our guidebooks along that way to just find one great adventure if you only have a day or two. But if you're looking for a longer excursion, take a month or two to plan something out. You can see all of Utah's national parks and one really great road trip if you have a few weeks to spare, but you're going to need to have some more time to plan and coordinate where you're going to stay, what you're going to do in each park, how many days you're going to spend in each park. And so we have kind of itineraries for every situation you can imagine, whether you just have one day at the park or you have a week at every park.
One of the things I noticed, too, when I was prepping for this, Allyson, that you guys have been sharing with people as part of this Get Outside campaign is even looking for hidden gems, maybe not only in their own area but beyond. What has that been like for you to share, how people can find things that maybe don't get a lot of attention they may still be able to enjoy with themselves or the family?
I think it's really fun to get people off the tourist track, and it doesn't necessarily have to be something as extreme as no one's ever hiked this trail before, but consider parks that haven't been on your list. Great Smoky Mountains is the #1 visited national park in the country. People often think of Yellowstone, but there are hidden gems that are very rarely visited, like Voyageurs National Park in Minnesota, which is 40% water. So if you love kayaking and canoeing, that's the place to go. Or in South Carolina, Congaree National Park offers 25 miles of hiking through old growth forest if you're a hiker and you want to get out and explore. And then our secrets to the national park, we talk to park rangers in every single national park in the country and ask them for their best secrets. And they gave us the trails where you're going to have time to yourselves. You're not going to be stuck in the crowds. You're going to have the best views and really insider information so that you can explore and feel like you're on a nature retreat and not worry about other people and other tourists around you.
I know you also like to get out and explore, Allison. What are you looking forward to getting out and doing now that things are opening back up?
I'm really excited to take my family on a bit of a road trip. And, one of the ones I've been dying to do is in Florida. There are 3 great national parks. There's Biscayne, there's the Everglades, and there's Dry Tortugas. And I'm craving a little warm weather. I'm in D.C., and it still hasn't turned to summer yet here. So I'm really looking forward to hitting those. And they're great because they have the mix of on land and on water experiences that I think everyone will love.
I mentioned that your Secrets of the National Parks, National Geographic's released a second edition in December 2020. One of the Amazon reviews, Allison, I noticed for when I was prepping for this segment was someone who just got the book in March, and they called it the perfect companion to the National Geographic Guide to National Parks, which is in its 9th edition. Do you still have those wow moments about how people continue to come back time and again to Nat Geo for the updated information about where to go and what they should be seeing?
Yeah, it's still amazing to me. It's always fun to see how well these books are received. And I think people have really come to trust National Geographic as the guide and the number one resource for national parks and travel. And it's really encouraging that they continue to trust us again and again. And I think that goes to show how well our travel writers and experienced experts are trusted and how much research we put into this and talking to park rangers and the experts in the field who can really give the best and most updated information.
Last thing I want to talk to you about, Allison, and I appreciate this time, is how you can really make it fun for the entire family. I noticed, too, when I was prepping for this, especially on kids.nationalgeographic.com, there were get-outside challenges that were there, naming the leaf and how to make rain clouds in a bottle. Is that also something that you hope while people are doing this traveling, also looking for ways that they can make it interactive for the family, too?
Absolutely. I think national parks are the perfect family vacation for kids of any ages, and there are activities you can do to inspire them. I mean, one of my favorites is create a little scavenger hunt, find a leaf, find a rock, find a bug, and it really engages your kids in the spaces they are in so that hiking isn't a chore. When the trek gets a little long, they have something to do and they're not thinking about their tired feet. And I really think it makes the experience that much more enjoyable for the kids on the way.
Such a great thing and something for the entire family. Again, everyone, Allyson Johnson has been our guest. She's a senior editor, of course, for National Geographic. Make sure you guys head over to either Amazon or your favorite local bookstore to get the books we talked about here, Secrets of the National Parks, in its 2nd edition, but also released this year, the 9th edition of Guide to the National Parks. NatGeo.com, of course, is the website you guys can go to. And as I mentioned, you can also head over to kids.nationalgeographic.com for some great ideas about those challenges. Allison, thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, glad to do it. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Now let's go make today amazing. Take care.